everyone.
Welcome to our Monday edition of Doc Talks. Is that just a new name?
We named it something new.
Yay! Next up, we need a theme song.
I know.
If anybody's want to make us a theme song,
to work on that part. Welcome back, everybody. We're happy to be here together again. It's been a while since it's been you and me. I think 2 months since we've been together.
We're live on Instagram and Facebook again, just to clarify while we're
the shifting eyes.
While we're bebopping over here.
Hi, Jennifer. I can't kiss everybody, but I would. Okay, so we are here today to talk to you all about seasonal allergies, but we have been spending our morning this morning celebrating. Poppy is one.
Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. It's a really exciting time. We are so grateful.
Hi, Melissa. I see you.
We are so grateful for everybody who has been with us on this journey for the last year. It's been a real wild ride. We are having a lot of fun. We are so grateful to provide high quality healthcare. We love you too.
I'm not crying.
To everybody who is part of our community, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And if you have supported us in the last year, please check your newsletter tomorrow. We have amazing perks and presents and just ways of expressing our gratitude. We just couldn't be any more in love with what we're doing in the community we've created and the space. We have so much going on, whether it's for high quality healthcare in our office or being a part of our tribe in the community space. We have amazing services for everybody here. Yeah. So please check us out, or please keep coming back if you're already part of our community. We're just so grateful for you, and we're just getting started. So Year 1 was awesome. Year 2 is going to be rocking.
And
we can't wait. We absolutely can't wait. So thank you. What else do we want to say? We're here because we're talking about seasonal allergies.
Yes. Important topic.
It's really relevant because tis the season. I am a seasonal allergy sufferer, and I made it a goal of mine this year to not have to take any medication of any kind. I really am trying hard, and so far, very successful. So, I want to share my tips with you guys on how we're doing that, or we want to share our tips that we help people with.
Yeah. I also wanted to say that it's an important topic to cover because I find a lot of my patients come in and they're just used to having seasonal allergies. So when we're going through their intake, it's like they almost forget, oh yeah, I suffer for, months out of every year. And it's an afterthought because a lot of people are just so used to dealing with it. But not surprisingly, there are things that we can do for you.
Yeah, and I agree. Most people don't report it. We do have to ask for it. We are used to suffering because it's an annual thing. We just get used to doing that. So when I saw the white fluffies flowing through the air yesterday, I knew yesterday was going to be a rough day, which it was. And I took a lot of supplements. I'm doing good today, but I had to take a lot of supplements. So we're going to talk to you guys about that. What can we do? So Dr. Lisa, tip number one.
Tip number one is the neti pot. So if you have not heard of a neti pot, it's something that you combine with a saline rinse. So usually if you go to the health food store and you buy the neti pot, it kind of looks like a longer teapot, and it usually comes with the salts, right, that you can add with the water. So basically what you do is you pour the neti pot and the saline rinse through your sinuses to gather and collect everything and just move that congestion right on out. So it can be done preventatively, but also when you are experiencing symptoms. And it's probably one of the first line things that we tend to recommend.
It works amazingly well, actually. You can, keep the area clean. You can really help your body from over responding to unnecessary allergens. Keeping your windows closed. Probably highly undervalued. That there's some simple strategies that we can take on a day-to-day basis to just really help make our environment as clean as possible. So if you are an allergy sufferer, just around those times of years, you just really want to make sure that you're not letting it into your home so that you can sleep well and that you can be comfortable in your sacred space.
In your environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, keeping the windows closed. I think a lot of people probably wouldn't think of that. So if you can pay attention right on the Weather Network, I think they usually say like it's going to be a high pollen day. So those days you might want to consider keeping those windows closed.
Mm-hmm.
Another action you can take in your house, maybe especially where you sleep, is to get an air purifier. So you can buy the HEPA air filters that filter out a lot of different allergens in the air. I know we have one in my daughter's room, and we kind of always have, because we want her breathing the best air. But further to that, making sure that your air filters for your house are that you've changed them and they're clean, again, just to keep that home environment when you're in your house as clean as possible.
Yeah, we have a really great air filter in our bedroom, and it's made a world of difference for us. So I know that that's something I really enjoy. Mm-hmm. Making sure that you're cleaning your environment often, so you're dusting and vacuuming, so keeping all of those other potential offenders at bay by making sure your environment is as clean as possible.
Yeah, it's like those steps, keeping your windows closed, air purifier, dusting and vacuuming often will just help to kind of keep down the load, so the burden that you're being exposed to, because sometimes the body can handle small amounts of allergens, right? So by combining those three things together, it will keep that burden down for your body.
Yeah, we'll talk about that histamine burden at the end, because I think that's a really important topic.
Okay, so of course there are things we can do dietary wise to help with allergies, and one of the biggest things is avoiding dairy. So I know this is not always a popular suggestion, but it works. Dairy by nature causes us to be more congested and form mucus. So again, if we're thinking about that burden on your body, and your body's already fighting against allergies, by adding dairy on top of that, it's just going to magnify the congestion that you're feeling. So maybe if it's not even forever, but when you're feeling your allergies kick in, kicking dairy out of your diet would be helpful. I was ending on that little note.
Okay, and to add to that, the other thing that we like to eliminate from our diet, or be really conscious of, is eliminating sugar from our diet. So
of course,
sugar is a really inflammatory food, especially refined sugar. And we want to make sure that we also help to, I'm easily distracted. Sugar can cause inflammation, and it can also lower our immune function. So exposure of sugar can actually lower your immune function for 5 hours after exposure, making you more susceptible to your environment. So if you really are suffering and you really want to help support your body's natural ability to combat allergies, then you have to pay attention to what you're putting into your body.
Yeah.
Because it may be causing more harm than good. And definitely dairy and sugar are both offenders when it comes to immunological function and not being able to ward off allergies as well as you would like to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I would say those are two things that I've really focused on this year.
Yeah.
And it's helping immensely. I have not needed to take medication yet, and I'm very grateful for that, because I'm taking the action steps or the lifestyle steps necessary to ensure that I thrive in this season.
And I think you mentioned you don't feel good when you take the medication, the allergy medication.
If I take the nighttime, the pseudoephedrine, I have an allergy to. It gives anxiety, so I have to be very careful.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just hearing from someone on Facebook too that after cutting dairy out from her diet, her allergies got significantly better year after year. So thank you for sharing that, and we appreciate that feedback, and we see that happen a lot. So thank you. Beyond those things, there are a few interventions we have in our toolbox as well. So I run the community acupuncture here, and I have been treating quite a few seasonal allergies over the past couple weeks. happy to say everybody has been feeling better. So my allergy sufferers have been coming in twice a week for the last couple weeks. Until we kind of got on top of their symptoms, and now they're already weaning down. So one person I'm seeing, like once a week, one person's just coming as needed. So acupuncture can be really, really helpful for managing those symptoms. Again, preventatively, but if you do find yourself like, Dr. Michelle said yesterday was a higher pollen day and she was feeling it. So those days are good. There are actually some points we do in the sinuses directly, combination with other points elsewhere in the body, but it really helps to bring that reaction down, and most times you leave feeling better.
Yeah, someone over here saying yesterday was the first day they needed medication. I saw it. When I saw the pollen flying through the air, it was like, oh goodness, it's going to be one of those days. Yeah, it really was. We need to be talking about this right now because it's a time where we're most susceptible. And honestly, acupuncture has been incredible for seasonal allergies. It just opens up that nasal cavity. And if you're doing that in neti pot, I mean, it's going to do a world of different for you. Keep your window shut. Absolutely. Some supplements that we often like to recommend for our patients in office and discuss with them are vitamin C. Mm-hmm. So taking a higher dose of vitamin C can really help with that histamine response, as well as taking quercetin. Quercetin helps to block mast cell degranulation. So mast cells are part of our immune system that when stimulated will release histamine, and if we can block them from doing that, we're going to have less of a reaction. So these supplements can really help you from having a reaction. And I feel like with this year, just learning to manage my symptoms more naturally, when I take these supplements in the morning as a proactive strategy, and then when I start to feel those symptoms come on, I pop a few more, and I notice almost instantly I can rectify the itchy, runny nose, sneezy symptoms that I'm experiencing. So they work quite well at managing that, and that's really helpful. And then what I like to talk to my patients about often is this whole histamine intolerance, or understanding our body's capacity to handle histamine levels. Everyone seems to have a different capability when it comes to managing histamine. We talk about it almost like filling a bucket. Everybody's bucket size is a little bit different. How much histamine one's body can handle is going to be completely unique to them. And if we can keep that histamine level low enough that it's not spewing over and causing symptoms, then we tend to have a really good quality of life. And when our body is burdened, or we're eating things that we shouldn't be, or we're exposed to environmental allergens, then that histamine bucket starts to rise and spew over, and then we have symptoms. And so one thing that can work really well is to eat a low histamine diet during this time.
Again, it doesn't have to be a forever thing, but
no, seasonal, right? Because you'd be surprised how many healthy foods are higher in histamine. Avocados are a really high offender, bananas, strawberries. So, doing a Google search on histamine intolerance and a low histamine diet can be tremendously helpful during this time. If you implement these simple strategies on a day-to-day basis, I think you'll find you'll be similar to myself, not feeling like you need to take medication to support you on this, because we want to be as natural as possible wherever possible. It's kind of what we do.
It is our jam.
So we hope you find those helpful. Should we go over those do a quick review?
Let's do it. So our first tip was to pick up a neti pot and use a saline rinse. So again, something you can do daily, super easy to do, and very accessible to a lot of people.
Oh, me. Okay. Keeping the windows closed to prevent pollen from entering into your sacred space.
In your sacred space, using an air purifier. The HEPA air filters, again, are easy to come by, but also making sure that your air filters are clean and that you change them before this season.
Making sure that you're cleaning your environment, so dusting and vacuuming often to ensure that you're reducing exposure as much as possible.
Cutting dairy out, even if just for the allergy season, really, really helpful.
Avoiding sugar, especially refined sugar. If you're going to be exposed, keep it to natural only. Problematic for us.
booking yourself in for some community acupuncture to help manage those symptoms or keep them away altogether.
It's amazing. Vitamin C and quercetin as supplements. And you can upregulate your natural dietary intake of vitamin C containing foods.
Yep.
And also low histamine diet.
Mm-hmm.
We hope you guys found that helpful. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for joining us. We have quite a few people popping on
I know,
today.
it's awesome.
I feel like you're here with us.
Thanks for spending time with us. Again, it's poppies.
Any supplements for the littles or kids? Well, vitamin C you can do with kids for
C
sure.
Would probably be my first choice.
Vitamin.
And there's homeopathics too, right? So talking with your naturopathic doctor about specific homeopathic remedies that could be helpful.
Yeah.
And combination remedies. I feel like Orange Naturals has a pretty good product line. They might have a kid allergy product, but I don't actually know offhand.
And then, of course, the dietary stuff with kids, which we get it, can be harder, but for them, sometimes the dietary stuff makes the biggest impact.
Yeah, huge. I think if you can get them off dairy and off sugar, you're going to make a world of difference for them as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And a lot of these products are safe for kids. So you just need to do the dosing based on their body weight. So have your naturopathic doctor calculate that for you so that you can put them on a healthy dose to make sure that they also thrive during this allergy season. We hope you cruise through the white fluffy season. Hope that passes fast and use these strategies in the meantime. And yeah, it's our 1-year anniversary at Poppy.
We're partying.
So thank you, everyone. If you are on our newsletter and you've been to the clinic in the last year, please open your newsletter because there's some really amazing surprises in there for you. We are so grateful for you. We are just getting started. If you've thought about coming to see us and now we've got your interest, come see us. We really, really, really can't wait to meet you.
Yes.
And next month, because I just see someone popping on. Oh, sorry. Did that end it?
Hello.
Oh, we're there? Okay. Sorry, guys. Next month is going to be migraines because we promised that long ago and we have yet to do that. So next month I won't be here. Check.
Oh, good.
Maybe we can do split screen. We'll try and figure it out. But next month we're going to do natural interventions to migraines. So if you guys have anything else you would like us to discuss, let us know. We are here once a month. Thank you. Good. We love you guys. Have a great month.